Hello artists, it's me, Ms. V, and today we're going to be doing some color mixing in a project inspired by the book Mixed. Materials we're going to be using today are tempera cakes in the primary colors of red, blue, and yellow. We're going to need a sponge, we're going to need some water, you're going to need a brush and a mixing tray, and we're going to be using some nice heavy drawing paper. To get started, wet your brush. We'll get that nice and wet. And we're going to go over to the tempera cakes, put in water, and another word for tempera cakes, bubble paint, because you're going to spin and spin and spin until bubbles form in the paint. I just see some bubbles right there. Okay. When you've done that, go over to your paper, and I want you to make a circle. And you want to use long strokes. You don't want to scrub your brush on the paper. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I've got a dirty brush, so I've got to wash my brush. Wash, wash, wash. Be sure to press your brush to the bottom of your water container. Then you're going to pat on the sponge. And now I'm going to go to blue, and I'm going to spin and spin and spin until bubbles form. I see some bubbles. Now I'm going to go to my paper and paint a blue circle. Okay, I've got a dirty brush. You know what that means. I go to my water and I wash, 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 being sure to press brush down to the bottom and then pat. Now I'm going to go over to yellow and I'm going to spin my brush. It's a little bit dirty in the yellow. And I'm going to spin my brush until bubbles form. Okay, that looks good. And now I'm going to paint a yellow circle. Notice I'm not scrubbing back and forth, trying to use longer strokes to make my yellow circle. Okay, so now we have 3 circles of paint in the primary colors of red, blue, and yellow. Okay, it's time to do some color mixing. So to do some color mixing, we're going to wash that dirty brush, pat it off, and I'm going to get some red, spin it around, and put it in my mixing tray. So I've got lots of red in my mixing tray. I'm going to wash my dirty brush, wash, 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 pressing that down, and then pat, pat. And I'm going to grab some blue, spin that around, and I'm going to go to my mixing tray and mix up a new color. Got a blue violet here. Nice purple. Okay, let's go over to my paper and make a circle of my new color. I've got a nice dark purple, violet. Great. And I've got a dirty brush, so you know what that means. I'm going back to my water, wash, 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 and pat, pat, pat. Back at my mixing tray. This time I'm going to mix up some red and yellow, so I'll start with yellow. I'm mixing paint. Here's some yellow. And I got a dirty brush, so I got to wash that. Wash, 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 and pat, pat, pat. Let's grab some red and mix it to the yellow and see what we get. That's orange. I might want a little more yellow, so I'll wash my brush again, pat it out, and grab some more yellow. Let's see how that looks now. That looks like an orange to me. So I'm going to paint that orange on my paper. Okay, let's do some more color mixing. I love color mixing. So I've got this dirty brush. You gotta wash your brush every single time you change colors. All right, this time I'm gonna be mixing yellow and blue, so I'm gonna start with yellow. Spin around, grab some yellow on my mixing tray. Wash my dirty brush. Grab a little blue. Don't need a lot of blue for this. And see if you can get a green. If your green looks a little bit too blue, like mine does, then go ahead and grab some more yellow. Always washing your brush. Let's see if we can make that a little more green. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so I've got a green, and I'm going to paint that green on my paper. So now I've taken my first three colors of red, blue, and yellow, and I've mixed three new colors of purple, orange, and green. Okay, why stop there? We should mix as many colors as we can because we're trying to make a whole bunch of colors. And on each color, we're going to make a face. So let's just see what kind of colors we can get using these three primary colors. I'm going to go to that orange and I'm going to add some more yellow to it. Let's see what happens. What do I get? I'm getting a different kind of orange, a yellow orange. And I'm going to make a circle there. It's a little bit different than my other orange. Maybe I'll take it and add even more yellow to it. Make a circle there. That's a lighter color. A yellow orange. Well, what if I went over to my orange and I put some blue in it? What would happen then? Well, it's a different color. I'm going to put that color on my chart as well. Because we've got all kinds of faces out there. Okay, what if I went to that purple and I put some yellow in it? Let's see what happens there. That's an unusual color. It looks like a brown to me. Let's take that color and put it down. What if I took red and I mixed it to my green color? Let's see what color I get then. Looks like I added too much red, but I have a different color. And let's put that one down. It's not quite the same red as I had before. I'm getting a lot of different colors. Well, I want you to continue mixing colors in your color tray, adding more colors just to see what you get. Just see what you get. There was green in there before. Let's see what this looks like. Is this a different purple? It is a little bit different than the other one. See, this is a little bit different than this one. So just keep on going, adding colors and mixing new colors. Just see what you get. That's a dark red. Okay, so go ahead and fill your paper with as many color circles as you can.